What is up, guys? We're going to be doing the Marvel Iron Man 80 Years Legends figure today. It's going to sound a little bit different because I'm recording on my computer today. I had to re-record because of the sound, but hey, that's okay. Anyways, looking at the box, you got a really nice spot varnish on the Iron Man logo down here, as well as the 80 Years logo right up here. It looks really nice. There's nothing up here on the top of the box, a little bit of a design, but that's about all you see, really. Once we flip it to the back and then flip it over, you're going to see this really pretty picture of Iron Man. I think that's Alex Ross. I'm not sure. I know the ones on the side here are. You get both the same picture on the front and the back. You'll read it up on the back as well. And then there's nothing on the bottom, so we're going to sit it down, get into it, and let's go. Okay, so here, you're going to see this is the first head sculpt. We got 3 right here and then some other accessories, but for the first head sculpt, I had to do a little cut right here because it looked a little weird, but you get to see the first head sculpt looks really, really nice. It's got the nice cheekbones and the eyebrows. The black paint on the inside of the eyes and the mouth looks really, really nice, as well as that the marble on it looks really nice. I got a blemish on the top of mine right there, but that's okay. It's not going to be too noticeable anyways, but it does look really, really nice. I love the gold paint on it. I love the red paint on it. It looks super nice on the figure. It's definitely the one I'm going to be using to pose it with. Right here, we got the other head sculpt. If it wants to focus, it will at some point soon. So yeah, so we got the other head sculpt here on the right eye, I guess the left eye technically. You see a little bit of paint overflow right there, but that's okay. This head sculpt for some reason reminds me of the Doctor Doom face. And I don't know if it's the same one or not, but it does also look really good. I won't be using this because I hate the nose on it, but the metal paint and the red paint looks really good on it. Like I said, it's got that marbling effect, kind of like the rest of the figure. But yeah, it's not too bad, just that nose gets me. And then the next one we got here is the Iron Man, obviously the Tony Stark head sculpt. It looks really, really good. The hair on it looks amazing. The sculpt on the hair, dude, Hasbro is just killing it. Right now they're doing so much better than what I've seen in the past. So you get really nice head sculpt, which it didn't really focus in too much on, but if you look closer you can kind of see some brown, a little bit of glossy black, as well as matte black in there. It looks super nice. The eyebrows look good. The eyes, which blow me away, they're not cockeyed, they're honestly really straightforward, so it looks really nice. The mustache looks good. Just the head sculpt on this is the best Tony head sculpt I think I've ever seen. Next we're going to be looking at the blast effect. This is kind of the larger one. It's not too bad. I'm not a big fan because it's just yellow. There's nothing else other than yellow, but it is also supposed to be the comic book one. So I guess it's okay, but it ports right into the hands just like this. The hands hold it pretty well. And then you can stick the other one inside that other hole, which I'm about to show you here. But it looks okay. I'm not the craziest fan of this, but at the same time, like I said, it's a comic book version, not realistic version, so I guess it's okay. But the little one is nice when you put it in there. I think they're both pretty separate. They're pretty cool. This one I use is kind of like the braking method for his repulsors, so it looks really nice, or his jets or whatever. Here's the smaller one you get 2 of each of these. It does look nice the way it transitions into the white on the smaller one. Like I said, the big one's just plain yellow though. Next I'm going to show you guys the hands. You get 2 open hands like this for the repulsors, and then you get 2 fisted hands to beat all the bad boys. So the open ones, they both, I mean, all the hands honestly look really good. I didn't get any that has like the weird little thing where like the fingers connect with the paint or whatever. So that's really nice. These hands look really good. The line sculpt in them look really nice. I'm gonna talk about it here in a second, but these do not hinge, which bothered me, but whatever. Here's the fisted hands, same thing. Line work looks really great. They actually ended up sculpting some of the line work into the hinge, which is odd because I don't see that often. But it hinges like that. It looks really nice. The hand, just the fist in general, looks good. You get to see the paint on the repulsor down there, which is super cool. Just a nice little bit of detail, which I love. And then on the other hand as well, the other fisted hand, you get to see it is also painted, which looks nice. Alrighty, so here's the figure. I'm going to go into kind of how it looks and then talk about some of the articulation as well. But yeah. So here's the figure. Just talking about the paint job real quick. Like I said, you can kind of see it in the camera a little bit, but in person the marble effect is very evident through like the whole chest, back, head, The cuffs, the little side things, the top parts of the boots, it looks really nice. But the metal on this figure, the gold metal, looks super nice. The lines look super good on the feet and the hands and the pelvis. Like I said, that metal just looks really, really nice. Right here on the top, you can see the little side plates, how they're marbled up and how it looks really good. I'm really glad they added those pieces. It just looks really accurate and it looks really nice. As well as that, you get to see the arc reactor right here. It looks pretty good. And then my two favorite parts are those little lights right there beside the arc reactor. So I'm going to get into the articulation now. Articulation for the head, I got confused right here. So I started to push it up and it started to have resistance. And I was like, dude, there's got to be more in there. Obviously I was right at some point, which you're going to see here in about 2 seconds, but the head does move down that far, and that's where I was looking at it and like, dude, there's no way it has to have more. So I started to kind of play with it, shift it a little bit. So pretty much if you push back on it and then shift the head, I guess push back on the head and then tilt it again, you get super range right there, and it doesn't look bad at all. The hinge doesn't look terrible in it, which a lot of figures you get a lot of gaps and stuff. That's not the case with this one really. It does look down that far. You get a small tiny bit of head pivot, which isn't bad. You're not really going to be doing it with Iron Man because he's not a dog, but you do get side to side here. So there's that one and that one, and it will spin all the way around if you want it to. Here for the arms, you can raise them up about there comfortably. You can probably go more. I didn't really want to. You do get a full 360 rotation. You get double jointed elbows. With the elbows, I found it easier to, every time I opened it, it kind of did that for me, and I was like, that looks weird. So I closed it, opened it back up again, and it did that, which looks a little bit better depending on how you pose it. You don't get forearm swivel right there. You do get a bicep swivel, which is nice. And then the hands do swivel, and the fisted hands, as I said, they do hinge back and forth, only the one way, but they do swivel all the way around. And then on this hand, like I said, no hinge, but it does swivel all the way around. Up here for the chest, you do get an ab crunch right there, or a chest crunch, whatever you want to call it. He goes forward about that much, he goes back about that far, which is nice. You do get a waist swivel, which is nice. The legs are going to go outwards about that much. That little piece of plastic up there is malleable, so it's nice. They do go up that far, back the other way. You do get thigh swivel right there. You do get double jointed knees, which is always nice to see on a figure. You get a calf swivel, which is cool too, which I didn't expect on this figure, honestly. And then you get amazing foot articulation down, up, and you get great ankle pivot. And yeah, so next I'm going to tell you guys the way I kind of just see the figure, how I like it, and kind of what's going on. So I do love this figure. As far as it goes, Iron Man stuff, I am trying to build myself an Iron Man shelf, kind of. Like in Hall and Armor to an extent. I'm really honestly just doing the figures that I really like. This happened to be one I saw at the toy store, so I was like, dude, gotta pick that up. It looks sick. So I'm really just going through, finding ones that I like. I don't really care the brand. I don't really care what they're made from. I got one coming from Comic Cave, all the way from China here in a couple days. I got some SH Figuarts coming. I'm super excited just to get all of them. They're the off-brand, honestly, because I can't afford the real ones. But I'm excited to review them, show you guys kind of what they look like and stuff. But yeah, I'm in love with this figure. Right here, you see the Unibeam I got going on. Used a little bit of command strip tape, which luckily didn't strip any of the paint off the figure, but it looked really cool. And I was like, can't not do that. This is how I'm going to be posing in my shelf. And then here you will see the shelf. So yeah, the next segment I'm going to be talking to you guys for a second, so stick tuned. What's up, guys? I kind of wanted to include this into this video because this is my second video, and I kind of wanted to let you guys know where I'm at and what I'm wanting to do with this whole thing. It's not going to be long, probably like a minute and a half, hopefully not too long. But I kind of want to tell you guys where I'm at. So pretty much I've been collecting toys for like, I don't know, dude, like 5 or so years, something like that. Really just love them. I literally only watch that and a couple different types of videos on YouTube. It's usually figure reviews though. I just enjoy it. I've never really been able to afford like the crazy cool ones and stuff. So now that I'm on my own doing my own thing, I do get me a little treat here and there. As you guys see in the last video, I got a couple treats. I don't know. I really wanted this to be a channel where I can do pretty much anything I wanted. I really love, like I said, watching a couple different things on YouTube. So really my goal in this whole entire YouTube thing that I want to do is strictly to do, I mean, I want to do video games, I want to do toy reviews, I want to do toy hunts, I want to do vlogs, I want to do just everything that I want to see. So everything that I watch on YouTube, I would love to be able to do on here. So I may even do reaction videos at some point. Just try not to laugh, something, just because I really enjoy those things to watch because they're funny, and I would really love to do it for just people to watch. As of right now, really probably the only people watching are family and friends, but I'm super happy for anyone who does join in and see it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm gonna continue just to go further and up as far as quality. I plan on, for my toy reviews, I know me doing it on my dining room counter did not look the greatest, but it's what I got right now. So I'm gonna at some point soon try to make me some type of like white room, so I can do my toy reviews in there, or just to make it look a little bit nicer, a little bit pretty for you guys. As well as that, my camera and my audio, everything's gonna get better as time comes. Right now I'm just using my phone, I'm using what I got, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If anyone watches this and has any questions or thoughts or concerns or ideas, please throw them into the comments. I'll do my best to read them. I still get notifications about them, so I'll definitely read any comments, comment back or whatever. I would love for you guys to leave a like, drop a, subscribe, whatever, hashtag all the YouTube lingo. But no, please definitely do subscribe, leave a like, and like I said, if you have any ideas or comments or anything really that I could do in a video, please let me know, and I'll, if I'm down to do it, I'll do it, and if I don't really want to, I won't. That's the way I see it, that's the way I'm gonna do it, and I'm super excited to see what kind of comes from this. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a good day. Glizzy's up.